All right, so next up on the show we have Dustin Jacoby, Glory middleweight kickboxing. He fights on Glory 34 in Denver, Colorado on October 21st. And we have him on the show right now, man. How are you doing, Dustin?
I'm doing well, guys. Thanks for having me.
Hey, we're only a few weeks away from your fight. How are you feeling right now? How's everything in terms of the preparation, the leading up to the fight? You only have a few weeks left.
I feel really good, man. Yeah, we're under 2 weeks now. I've got this week, last hard week of training. I've got next week that will be more about staying focused, keeping boost, and shedding some pounds. But overall, I've been very fortunate throughout my career. I haven't had to deal with many injuries, and camp's going great, and things are right in line to get a big W over Simon Marcus.
Nice.
Now this fight is Denver, high altitude. Are you training, for that altitude?
Yeah, I train here full time. I live here, so
yeah.
The altitude it doesn't really affect me. It's an added bonus. I mean, I was born and raised in Fort Morgan, Colorado, and my family moved away a little bit to Illinois, but my wife and I moved back a few years ago, and the altitude, it's awesome, man. You get good training and really pushes you to the limit.
Yeah, it gives you that quite a little bit of an advantage there. Does since it's pretty much in your backyard, does a lot of your family come out to your fights when you fight in Denver?
Yeah, I have a lot of family. I just played at a golf outing yesterday with my grandpa, and him and my grandma are excited to come. They came last year when I fought in Denver. My aunt and uncle live right down the road. They're coming with a whole bunch of friends that have knew me since I was a little kid, and my mom and my sister will be here. Unfortunately, my twin brother will be back in Illinois, and they're coming out for Thanksgiving, so he'll miss this one, but he's usually at most of them. I have a lot of family and friends there, and the support's awesome.
Nice.
Now, is that added pressure for you, fighting in front of your hometown and your family?
No, man. I've had, I believe, what have I had? 34. I've had like 41 fights overall in my entire career. And I've went through the amateur ranks where there was 2,000 people there and 1,800 of them were there to see me. So there's no pressure. It's small town stuff, but it's cool. I love when everybody comes out. Win, lose, or draw, everybody has a good time. We enjoy each other, and of course, the night always goes better when you get a big victory.
And just to clarify, your opponent is set. Who are you fighting exactly again? Because it was.
I get the rematch with Simon Marcus.
Oh, has that been announced? Because I haven't seen anything on that.
Yeah, I don't understand why they haven't announced that, or they were holding out. Obviously Simon had got TKO'd around a month ago.
Yeah, against Jason Wilness,
Yeah, so I don't know if that's what the delay was, if they were making sure that medically he was cleared to fight. But as far as I've known for ever since that fight that I'd be fighting Simon, so I've been gearing up for it and preparing properly.
Yeah, so and it's confirmed or has not been confirmed yet, but just maybe through word of mouth to you.
As far as I know, it's confirmed, man. I mean, it was confirmed to me, like I said, a month ago, and then my manager reached out to Glory and just wanted to get an official confirmation last week, and they said yes. So, I mean, that's a go time. I've seen us on a poster, so I would say it's a go.
Awesome.
Wow. Yeah, Josh and I were at that fight for Glory 30 in LA when he fought him the first time. Your thoughts on him fighting him, coming up in Denver, and also your thoughts on his last fight when he lost his middleweight title.
Yeah, well, first I want to say thanks for coming out to the show, man. We always enjoy putting on a show for you guys, fans. Anybody willing to come and see what Glory's all about. I thought that Glory 30 was a tough fight for Simon. I thought that he was the champ, and you have to go in there and decisively beat the champ, and I think he did a very good job. I think he fought a great fight against me. I think his game plan was flawless, and he was the better man that night, but I feel like I've made some corrections, and I'm looking forward to getting another stab at him. And as far as his last fight with Jason Wilness, I mean, it was a good fight. Both guys are great, tough fighters. I know a future fight with Wilness is inevitable. So we'll see. I'm sure that hopefully I get a win over Marcus, and I can challenge Wellness for that title.
Yeah. And you have a lengthy, mixed martial arts record. You're only 28 years old, and you have a pretty lengthy kickboxing record as of right now. It's how are you feeling having adjusted to pretty much doing kickboxing full time?
Yeah, it's been cool. I started my career in MMA, and I had 10 amateur fights, so I had a little experience there, and then I had 6 pro fights and got signed by the UFC in less than 1 year of turning pro. So everything happened really fast in my career, and I was fortunate for that because I've been able to make a career out of it pretty much ever since I got signed by the UFC, and I've just kept trucking along, and then I got a call to do the Glory Kickboxing tournament, which was an 8-man tournament one night, Glory World Series, their first ever show, and ended up winning that, and fell in love with kickboxing. Even when I did MMA, or if you ask me now how I think I'm going to win a fight, I always say I think I'm going to win by knockout.
Yeah.
And even when I'm fighting MMA, that's how I would picture winning a fight. If I'm going to fight you, I feel like my way to beat you is by knocking you out. So I think kickboxing works really well into my game. And, once I started kickboxing and realized quickly that there's no ground. Like, I can go in there and commit 100% to every shot and not worry about falling down and going to the ground. I was all in. I was committed from there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you mentioned that that this for this camp against Marcus, they can change some things up. Can you talk about some of those things that they're going to change up for this next coming fight?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, when I fought him last time, I had pictured in my mind so many times that I was going to knock him out. I knew before he got TKO'd by Jason Wellness, I knew that he had a soft chin, and if you could find that punch, he's a guy that can't be knocked out. And I think I was trying too hard, man. I went into the fight with the only thing on my mind was knockout, and that first round I came out guns blazing, and then the second round I was throwing absolutely everything into my punches. Every punch was a knockout punch, and wore myself down a little bit, and obviously we kept a high pace throughout the fight, but I think it's like, in baseball, when you walk up to the plate, you're trying to hit a home run so bad, and you're just swinging and missing. And all those knockouts that I have on my record, those all came, I wasn't searching for a knockout, it was just something that happened. I'm in there just throwing hands, and next thing you know, they're going down. So I just need to be more relaxed against him and not be so pressured into trying to finish the fight. Just go out there and dance with them and throw hands, and hopefully that knockout will come without searching for it.
And to win, maybe get a potential title shot after this against Jason Wellness, what would that mean to you to get almost two back-to-back title shots after in your career?
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it would be huge, man. In my mind, I feel like I'm one of the best guys, and I'm a champ without that strap. I'm a champion in my own mind. I have been my entire life, and when they told me before that Simon Marcus and Jason Wellness fight that I would be fighting the loser of that fight, and I somewhat think that they told me that with them maybe assuming that Simon Marcus would beat Wellness, and it would set up a fight between Wellness and I. Well, obviously the night didn't go like that, and Marcus ended up losing, so I have a fight with Marcus, which is obviously a title eliminator. It's number one contender spot. He was the champ of one of the best fighters in the world, let alone the middleweight class. And I'm coming off a title shot decision loss to him. So now we go duke it out again, and the winner will probably get another crack at Wellness.
Awesome.
And I have a two-part question for you. One, will we ever see Dustin in the MMA cage again? And two, does your contract allow you to fight in other promotions?
Yeah, man, I have a really good relationship with Glory. I have a really unique relationship with them. I was this American guy, one of the guys guys, one of the Americans, they were looking to stand out, and I came in on that tournament, and I, knocked everybody out, and they gave me a really good contract. And I've had every single one of my professional kickboxing fights with Glory. Mm-hmm. So I've been there. That was the beginning of Glory. So I'm one of the household names with Glory. I've been with them for a long time. I get along really well with the head of people who are the top of the food chain with Glory. So I've been to Holland a few times to train, and I just have a really good relationship with them. So with that being said, if I wanted to take an MMA fight and the opportunity was right, and it didn't interfere with anything that Glory had going on, I am exclusive to Glory, but I know for a fact that they would let me take an MMA fight. And as far as doing an MMA fight, if the opportunity was right, if the money was right, I would be more than willing to go back in there. I still train in the gym with the guys in MMA because, to me, MMA seems like more of a scrap. It seems like more of a fight. I still love MMA, but there's something, once I started doing kickboxing and started fighting with Glory, there's just something that I'm just real passionate about the striking and real passionate about standing toe-to-toe with somebody and, throwing hands until one of us goes down. So I'm still a big fan of MMA. I watch all the cards. I follow all the fighters. And, I'm never going to count myself out of a fight. If anybody asks, I'll be in the cage again. We'll see.
Yeah. And you transitioned from MMA to kickboxing. Have you noticed any of the guys that have come from kickboxing and gone to MMA? Like I know Rico has done it at least once, and then you have Joe Schilling there. What have you made of their performances, and how do you feel that transition from kickboxing to MMA is it probably a tougher road? You think?
Well, I think transitioning from MMA to kickboxing, and I say this real lightly, I think is a little easier going from MMA to kickboxing than just doing kickboxing, and now you're coming to MMA and you're dealing with top-level wrestlers and jiu-jitsu guys.
Yeah.
I find that frustrating, which is, another reason I was going into these MMA fights, and I was fighting guys that just wanted to take me down and try to wrestle me and do jiu-jitsu. And, I'm all for that. I signed up for it. This is MMA. If that's what you're going to do, let's go. But, I'm the type of guy that I want to stand there and throw hands. And if in kickboxing, that's all you do. So I think the transition from MMA to kickboxing is a little bit easier. But with that being said, there's something to be said about, those high-level kickboxers, the Europeans, the Muay Thai guys, from Thailand, Dutch guys. The level that they're on in kickboxing is ridiculous. Until you've stood toe-to-toe with it and seen it for yourself, you can't even, fathom or imagine it, because I've been to Holland and I trained with what they call their C-class fighters, which would be amateur fighters. And they have C-class, B-class, and A-class. Their A-class is their pro. Their B-class is kind of in between. And then their C-class is amateurs. And I've sparred with their C-class fighters, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids.
Yeah.
That they're speaking, the level of their stand-up is ahead above, several guys in the UFC. Guys that I have trained with that just do MMA. And with that being said, MMA striking is different than kickboxing. Yeah. So it's two completely different worlds. It's two completely different sports. And fortunately, I've been at the top of both of them, and I've stood toe-to-toe with a different level of guys. And, I understand it. So it's pretty cool stuff. It's exciting for sure.
Yeah.
Now, this fight with Simon Marquez is obviously a rematch and a very exciting match. I mean, Josh and I didn't know that you're fighting Simon Marquez. So your prediction on the fight, and how do you see this fight finishing?
Yeah, I feel like I'm predicting a win, no doubt about it. I feel like Simon Marquez is no better of a fighter than me. I feel like no better of a man than me, no better of an athlete, no better of a competitor. And with all that being said, he's one of the best in the world, but I'm standing there right there with him. I'm coming off a decision loss to him. He has a lot of knockouts on his record. He's finished a lot of guys, and he's a powerful dude. But I think if I, stick to my game plan and I don't go in there trying to knock him out from the very get-go, and I just relax and throw and, it's going to heat up in there. I'm going to start off flowing with him, and there's no doubt in my mind it's going to heat up. But I see me coming out on the end. He has to travel to the Mile High, and not only that, but he's coming off a TKO loss where I don't care who you are, that puts a little dent in your confidence. So. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, man. I think I win, and I think that once again we put on a great show for the fans, and hopefully get people excited about Glory Kickboxing.
Nice, man. Hey, it was great talking to you. I mean, I think you're one of the faces of American kickboxing. You're out there representing, and we look forward to seeing you at Glory 34 on October 21st.
Cool, man. You guys will be there for sure.
I don't know if we're gonna make it out to this one, but we're definitely gonna be watching. And we're going to do the best we can to cover this fight.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, I will. I just followed you guys on Twitter, so we'll have to keep in touch.
Yeah, we hope
for sure, man.
We hope to see you soon, at least live in person. If not this one, the next one.
Yeah, if you're going to be at a show that I'm at, make sure you come up and say what's up, introduce yourselves, and we'll chat.
For sure, Dustin. Well, best of luck in training, best of luck in the fight, man, and hopefully you get that long-awaited title shot, man.
Yeah, thank you guys, man. I'm looking forward to it, and like I said, just gotta keep my eyes on the prize, and good things will come.
All right,
brother. Take care, man.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
You too.